Belmont is an exceptional basketball team. They just have a little bit of everything, and they prove that you try to take one thing away and something else will step up and get you. But their ball movement and their ability to make shots in key situations, and Darby Maggart just putting a knife in you every time you get close. A lot of credit goes to them. Bart's done an outstanding job with them this year. They're very talented, very smart basketball players, and they're going to be a tough out for anybody. But I'm really proud of my basketball team. I thought we competed. We played hard. We did everything that we possibly could. We ran out of gas a little bit. We're not very deep. But they should have no regrets, and they should be very, very proud of themselves, because I felt like if we were going to go out, we wanted to go out fighting as hard as we can, and I think they did that today.
Bria, can you talk about that run you were able to kind of help generate in the third quarter, just kind of cutting things to a one, and it seemed like you guys had all the momentum?
I was just trying to do whatever I could to help my team. If that was rebounding, throwing the ball up, getting people open, it just didn't matter. I was just going to play as hard as I could until the final buzzer.
Kishani, maybe just, and even for Bria, defensively, did something change, or did Belmont just start making shots? What's the difference there?
I think they just started making shots for real, like moving the ball. That's what they started doing, like moving the ball like faster and faster. Because defensively we weren't doing bad. We were doing what we were supposed to do. It was just, if you have one defensive lapse, they're gonna get you. And I think once we had those laps, like we had defensive laps, then that's when they scored the ball.
They started the game 5 for 13 from 3. Mm-hmm. They closed it 15 of 32, maybe 10 threes to really separate this game. And it started with Darby. How, I guess maybe in y'all's thoughts, how frustrating is that, knowing that you had defended the three so well for so long?
It's really frustrating, especially when we went the whole 3 quarters playing. We was right there, and then all of a sudden she just got hot. And when she got hot, we're running out to her, and then she'll swing it, somebody else shoot it, and they make it. So it was a big burner to us.
Coach, when a team does that, I mean, is there any stopping them other than, trying to make defensive adjustments? But it just seemed like anything they threw up, they were going to hit.
Yeah, I mean, that's the reason they've gone undefeated in the conference for 2 years. I mean, they're just outstanding, and they have so many weapons. And, I mean, Darby will just put the team on her back and take over, and she did that. But then we did more things to take her away, and like they said, she moved the ball and found the open shooter. But that's what good players do. Good players and shooters make shots when they're open, and they make plays when they have to. And that's a credit to them. I didn't feel like it was necessarily anything our kids didn't do well. We had defended pretty well the entire game, but you have to pick your poison with them. I mean, Sally's going to score on the inside if you go one-on-one, and you can't guard Darby with just one. And then you got Smith, and I mean, you can just go on and name every one of them. And then they have players on the bench that come in and make threes as well. So I just think that they were just a little bit better than us. But we had the mentality that we didn't have to be the best team in the conference. We just had to be the best team for 40 minutes. And I thought that for a good 25 or 27 minutes, we competed with them toe-to-toe. But they just came out on the winning end in the end because they made plays.
I'm sure conversations between player and coach are private, but can y'all talk a little bit about that final moment between the two of you there as you stepped off the court for the final time? I kind of noticed maybe a little bit of a conversation there.
You can go first.
I just told her that it would be one of the greatest privileges of my life to coach her. We had a lot of talks when she first got here about the player that I wanted her to be, but more so the person that I wanted her to be. And I wanted her to represent herself the way I saw her and not necessarily the way others saw her. She's so competitive. We're so alike, it's crazy. But sometimes that competitiveness comes off in a bad way, and the light that should be shined on her because of the young lady that she is isn't necessarily seen. But she did that this year. Had so many compliments from coaches in our conference about the difference in KJ. And for her to win Player of the Year, it was a proud moment when I got that call. Just really, really proud of her. But I think it's the accumulation of what she's done for her entire career and the ability and the willingness to continue to work, not be satisfied. I just told her I loved her. I love all of them. I told Bethea, I loved her as well, and every single one of them. And it's hard when a new coach comes in, especially when you're as old as they are and used to things being the way they do. But they accepted me, and I'll forever be grateful for that.
I think the moment between us was, we always have moments, but I feel like that one was the most special just because coming to the situation, it was so many outsiders telling us, y'all gonna bump heads. Y'all not gonna get along because y'all so much alike. But, like, I've never got along with a coach as much as I get along with her. Like, we're literally, like, completely alike. So, like she said, like, I'm very competitive. Sometimes in practice I might come off as, like, I'm snappy or something like that, but it's not trying to be rude or anything to my teammates. It's just I'm that competitive to the point where I want to win so bad that I would do anything to win. I would do anything. But the growth as a young woman and a player since she's gotten here has been amazing. I feel like I've become a better person. Instead of coming off as snappy and stuff all the time, I kind of think about what I'm going to say before I say it, because sometimes I just used to just say stuff and didn't care how people felt. But since she's been here, she's made me a better person and a better player. And I always say if I had one more year, but, you know, it's always an ending. So, but if I could do it all over again and have her as my coach, I would.
With that being said, you two as seniors, seeing where Coach brought this program in 1 year, and what you see the future of this program under Coach Turner now that you've seen what she's brought and some of these young players that you've seen starting to grow?
Oh, it's going to be a great future for Murray State women's basketball in the next couple of years. I'm going to keep watching, keep cheering them on. I think Coach Turner, she's gonna do what she came here to do, and she's going to put Murray State women's team back on the map.
Yeah. I'm not afraid to say they'll be competing for an OVC championship next year. With the girls she got coming in and the girls she's got now, it's gonna be a rude awakening for the conference. It's a lot of talent coming in. It's a lot of talent.
Coach, obviously your season just ended for your first year as a collegiate coach. Do you have to take some time to kind of reflect on how things went? Obviously your number one goal was to get here to the OVC tournament. You did that. How do you kind of look back at this season?
Well, you always take time to reflect, and you know, and you want to think about the positives. And the positives were the young ladies that I had the privilege to coach for a year. It's all about relationships, and these relationships will last a lifetime. So, I just want to make sure that they're taken care of. Make sure that we go ahead and finish out strong the year academically, and you know, they're going to have some tryouts and some exciting things coming up, and I just want to be a part of that. But I think that when we actually sit back and reflect on this year, we can see the growth in our basketball team. We came a long way. We just didn't have enough time. And like she said, just if I feel like if we'd had a little bit more time, that we might could have got things turned around a little quicker. But again, the opportunity to coach at Murray State is a blessing, and I am forever grateful.